3rd and 6. Simeon is brought down, and it will be 4th down. That's kind of what we expected with these two defenses and offenses. Mack Wilson Sr. got the sack. 3 and out for each. Need to get to the 46-yard line for a first down. Haven't had a first down in this game. And the throw juggled at the 35. And then Gibson could not hang on.
A run-first kind of guy, but got his first rushing touchdown a week ago. He does have some wheels.
He's protected down the sideline. He goes, and the catch is made. Inside the 25, Jalen Reagor hauls it in.
Where'd it go?
Simeon throws, and coverage good, knocked away at the last moment.
They want to try and get up the ball as quickly as possible. Moved a little bit too soon.
Bryce Hall, his 21st touch today, and going nowhere. He was smothered by Christian Barmore.
With players having the ability to change teams.
Gibson has it from Elliott on the handoff, and Xavier Gibson with a big gain for the Patriots.
Sometimes keep it front side, sometimes bounce it.
8-yard pickup. He's got over 120 rush yards and trying to get a few more, but thrown down. Just so pathetic, I think, is the word. And when you're last in the league, that describes it. Zappi trying to change that. It's intercepted. First takeaway of the game. Ashton Davis. And the ball's loose. Fumbled it. We'll see who got it back. Patriots have it.
Davis does a nice job. He's working on the other side of the field on this one. Comes off of his receiver. Sees that ball. He's reading the eyes the whole way. But he doesn't do a good job with the ball security. Guys that aren't used to carrying the ball, especially when it's in conditions like this. Snowblowers out earlier, clearing off the yard lines.
Quick pass to the 30. Devontae Parker hauls that in. On 2nd and 9, Zappi on the move, completes the pass, but not good enough for the first down. That's Mike Gesicki, the former Dolphin. The officials are having trouble seeing.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that ball clean. They don't want people throwing it around, getting extra snow on it.
That's fair. Elliott is loose. Sort of. Good run. One of the more productive runs from Ezekiel Elliott today. Hesitates. Sauce Gardner can't grab him. He's near a first down. Devontae Parker to the bottom of your screen. Harris has the catch and knocked out of bounds around the 13-yard line. This place, Bill Belichick, they've had it as Elliott carries and gets up across the 30-yard line.
Both sides of the field just got to make it work.
Ezekiel Elliott on the handoff, try and get to the half as the clock runs down. Defensive coordinator, assistant head coach, and maybe his final season expected to be in New England as Ezekiel Elliott carries. As has been the case with some head coaches in the past year, that could take a little bit longer. Elliott carries straight ahead and got the first down. High school athletes and others go to NFL.com/SmartHeart. After a 56-yard punt from his own 18, Zappi on the move, connects. Second catch of the game for Demario Douglas.
On the outside alone.
Zappi will keep and lunge toward a first down.
They're going to mark him a little bit short, it looks like.
All right, thank you. Congrats to the Bills. They'll play the Dolphins later on NBC in the Sunday night game. Steady and improving under Robert Saleh. It'll be a brighter 2024. Zappi's throw. Elliott underneath.
Has something changed? And, you know, you can't deny that.
Steve Belichick looking on. Low snap handled by Zappi. And will keep it going out of bounds near. Looks like he's short, and they will spot him, mark him short of the first down.